Mahaganapatin Manasa Smarami Mahadeva Mudam Shirasa Namami Mahaganapatin Manasa Smarami. In our analysis of the pot and clay, what we call pot has no being of its own. It has a form, there is a function also. But it is mithya. And since it has a function and deliberately shaped form to have that function, to be able to serve that purpose. It's a very simple thing. A pot is a very simple thing. But then things are not all that simple. They become more and more complex. But all of them require, even though they are mithya, in terms of reality we saw, we decided they are mithya, not separate from the material cause. So the cause material is satyam and the effect is mithya. The cause material itself doesn't turn into a pot. Understand this, all the problems start from here. The material clay itself doesn't turn into a pot. That material has to place itself in the hands of an intelligent being to get shaped into a pot. And so, this, where there is a certain purpose to serve, and then a certain form to serve that purpose, there is a certain skill involved, knowledge involved. This is what we say Srishti, or Srishti, or we say, in English, we say creation. Understand? Creation. This has nothing to do with Southern Baptist creation. Understand? So this is creation. The form is shaped. If it is a car, it is much more complicated. It is not just a shaping of a form. So there are different things put together. So putting together intelligently to serve a certain purpose, and that is what we say Srishti, mithya. If you look at car, the carness, where does it exist? The steel doesn't have carness. Gas doesn't have carness. Tire doesn't have carness. Air doesn't have carness. Water doesn't have carness. Plastic doesn't have carness. Leather doesn't have carness. All these have non-carness. There is no carness in any one of them. Let us find out that one thing which has got carness. I keep on removing all these non-car, 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 non-car. Then what do you have? Bekar. Nothing. If I remove all the non-car, I am not removing car, I am removing non-car to find out the car. I don't find a bit which has got carness. This is what I say, in the beginning there was a word called car. That is knowledge. It continues to be knowledge alone. Really, there is no real car. And every one of them disappears like that. Steel also disappears into non-steel. Water disappears into non-water. And hydrogen, oxygen also disappears into non-hydrogen, non-oxygen. Everything disappears. If you don't inquire, then only things are there. Vicharam na sakate. Doesn't stand inquiry. On inquiry, everything disappears into something else. Not that there is a physical disappearance, you don't need that. For an intelligent person, there is no physical necessity, physical disappearance. If I say this is clay, then you need not, you are not that kind of a person who needs proof that this is clay. I know only clay as a lump or a clay as powder. Okay, I'll have to powder this and show him. Then he says, now I understand it's clay. Then where is pot? And the fellow says, so the pot, I told him, the pot came from this powder. No, pot came from some other powder. But this is pot powder. That was non-pot powder, before pot powder. There is some truth in also. Before pot powder was different. This is pot powder is different because it's a baked powder it is. It's a little different. But anyway, what I say, you don't need to really destroy anything to understand that this is what it is, mithya, understand. So what we find here, so things, mithya is not that simple as pot clay. It becomes more and more complex. When it comes to my eyes and ears, they are all but particles, I know. So you can say they are cells, and the cells are molecules are atoms are particles. And either these particles are so intelligent, they assemble themselves to become eyes. They have to move in such a certain way to become eyes and to become ears, to become left and right brain, to become kidney and liver. So they should move intelligent particles just to knock her out and then become kidneys, understand? Or there is if they are intelligent, then there is enough, that's enough for us. Or they are non-intelligent, which are in the hands of the intelligent. Or we cannot separate the intelligent from that very particle. So these are the three possibilities. The intelligent and the particles. Or particles themselves are so intelligent that they do. We don't require any other intelligent being. Maybe that is what we say, intelligent being. The particles are intelligent being. That intelligent being is not perhaps particles. So there is something we have to understand here. And therefore, Shruti alone is the pramanam here. So Shruti Deva Sharanam, there is no means of knowledge to arrive at the cause of the world. Inference cannot help. Inference can go thus far that there must be an intelligent being, etc. Or there are many intelligent beings. Intelligent being or many intelligent beings. Understand? And so here also, to create anything is not one intelligent being. Things as they become more and more complex, more intelligent beings are necessary. Just for this particular place is not one intelligent being. There is an architect is there, masons are involved, carpenters are involved, lot of other unskilled workers are involved. So lot of people, lot of things, cement, etc., manufactured by different people. Too many intelligent beings are involved. For everything. Even to have, so a piece of bread, so you require a lot of intelligent beings. And therefore, so there are aneka kartaraha. So intelligently created, all right. Intelligently put together, all right. It implies naturally knowledge, and that knowledge has to rest in intelligent beings, being or beings. Up to this logic comes. There is one intelligent being, Shastra has to tell. And once it has told, because many intelligent beings, etc., again, can be dismissed by the same logic through which you have arrived at many intelligent beings, we can do judo and then knock off all this nanatvam among those intelligent beings, because how do you say they are intelligent beings? Do you say that they have got brains of their own? So do you say that each one is different? Then again they are intelligently put together. And therefore this is endless process it is. And so please, you have to go for the Shruti here. Shruti comes and tells, so kamayate bahusyam prajayeti satapotapyate satapastaptva idagum sarvam asrijate. All this, see, this same Atma, which is Satyam Jnanam Anantam, which is what we say Satchidananda, same Atma became the creator, Saha, one singular verb, okay? Singular noun, Saha. He, what? Asrijate, creator. Put together. Asrijata means together. Now, so put together, that I can understand this much. Because, so my own eyes and ears, they are intelligently put together. And therefore, Ishvara is Saha means Ishvaraha, that Brahman, which is Atma, so put together. Means what? So we understand anything intelligently put together presupposes knowledge. Knowledge needs to rest in a conscious being. That conscious being must be adequately knowledgeable. We are not talking of one computer. We are not talking of one small little thing. We are talking about all the entire jagat with all its possibilities. All high-tech. Your sight is high-tech. Don't think sight is, because just you open your eyes, you see, you take it for granted until there is a macular problem. So till then, everything is okay. You think it's all okay. Open the eyes, then you see. Sometimes opening the eyes itself is a problem. Sometimes you can't close the eyes. You know that one? There's another problem. So you always can't close the eyes. You never close the eyes. And open the eyes is a problem. I have seen, this is one family there. So it's always the upper eyelid like this. The whole family. And you can't open. And if they do any kind of surgery, then they don't close. That, it has got a certain sphincter there. So it can't close. therefore they don't do anything. So to see you, Swamiji, I have to tell you, I am here appa, enke mela paakra. So I am here, don't look at me. That's how it is. Poor fellow. He cannot, and not only he, his daughter is like this. It's all inbreeding. Rajapalayam, the Rajus, among themselves they marry, then afterwards you find all these kind of problems all start. Whole family. So everything is okay as long as things function, please understand. So it is not an easy thing that you see, it's not an easy thing. Then they show the camera, Swamiji, this is a digital. What? So even as we take the picture, we can see the picture and then click. So we can select it what we want. It's all very beautiful. Here, look at this one. Neat. Click. Then we can recall it and everything we can do. It's a digital camera. He is very eloquent about it. It's high tech. What about this? That's nothing. That is where our problem exists. That's where a Southern Baptist score, okay? He scores. It tells that how without all this, without an intelligent being, how there can be eyes and ears. An intelligent being created the world for yourself. That's why yesterday, in the song, before you leave, you should make sure that nothing is wasted. You make use of everything. Don't leave anything behind. Because God, the Lord, created man in his own image, not in our own image, in his own image. Created man. Not woman. Woman in the image of something else, I don't know what. Man he created in his own image. In his own image. And created the world for this man. Man is a special fellow. And he created cows and goats and everything for man's consumption. That's why you should not let a bird fly without catching it and killing it and making a Kentucky fry. So this kind of thinking is a typical thinking. God made them all for human being. There seems to be, the moment you use this word creation, there must be some intestinal problem for you. If it is not there, you are not thinking, understand? This whole concept is someone sitting there is one old man sitting there with silver beard. Upar. Upar means what? Upar. Beyond you. In heaven. That's why even in prayer you do like this. Until you pick up a sprain, you look up. Upar, God created this world. And the Upanishad tells the same thing. So kamayate. Same. He desired. He visualized. He created. Wow. One good thing is, one day he created this much. Second day, he created little more. Third day, see how he's getting thag gaya. Thag hota hai. So, third day he created a little more. Fourth day he created a little more. Fifth day a little more. Sixth day, and seventh day a little bit. Then he found Sixth day, then he found there is no light. Then he put the sun. Then rest le liya. Understand? That's how I visualize the whole process. Doing job. Single man. One man has to do everything. Everything he has to do. He can't even complain to anybody. He's not married, single fellow, father. He's a father without a mother. Naturally, he can't even go and tell what all he did today. He can't tell. Nobody. Akela, poor fellow. Alone he created this world. Then afterwards, sitting there, he wants all these people to come back to him. Some kind of a game. Except window dressing, an organization, this kind of concept, no tribal will buy. You have to push this concept along with lot of, dressing, cake, etc. Well, that's what creation, the word, evokes. The Upanishad tells the same thing. Forget it. No, it doesn't say the same thing. It says, asrijata, no time here. You thought, satya sankalpaha, asrijata, created. Then, again created. Then it says, abhavati, satyatyacha bhavati. Not only created because knowledge is involved, therefore we are constrained to use the word created. Really speaking, this is not really a creation, it is more a manifestation because abhavat. This abhavat, the word, is different from asrijata. Created, but abhavat became. Became means Ishvara himself is in the form of jagat, because for pot creation you need a person who knows how to make it, and plus the clay in a person's hands to shape the pot. Two different causes. And this is how in the jagat the possibility exists. This is called possibility. Clay exists, I exist, and the possibility of shaping the clay into a pot exists, and it can be hardened through fire, that also exists. All these possibilities exist. Then I make use of that clay to create a pot. Two different causes, thank God. Otherwise, when you buy the pot, suppose pot is made by the pot maker out of himself. You buy the pot maker will come home. If you buy a few things, then your home will have a society. You have to go out, correct? You have to go out. And well, therefore, the pot is brought, the clay that went into that pot making, that is also brought. Why? Because pot has no independent existence of clay. Pot is clay, even though clay is not pot. And therefore, two different causes. One is a maker, the other is clay pot. One is a baker, the other is the bread that was baked. Two different. Therefore, you eat the bread, leave the baker alone. Otherwise, you are eating the baker because he baked himself. He did not become the bread, correct? He didn't become the bread. So bread abhavat, bread asrijata, it is not. He only baked the bread. He didn't become the bread, understand? So the same kitchen logic is called bakery logic. So this baker logic is extended to this jagat creation also. God created the world sitting in one corner in space and time, and He created this world, and then we have to go back to that God. He has got address, and the word God.com. No, God at heaven.com. God at heaven.com. So He is there, sitting there, and you have to go. Then that means then what about time and space? They should be as eternal as everything else, as God. Then the modern physics, this modern physics, in the same place where all these physicists and these subjects are all taught, in the same place these fellows thrive. These fellows thrive. That God is sitting there in heaven thrives, this fellow thrives, this theology thrives, and it goes to other continents also. Think of that. It's amazing. It's amazing. All that we require is you have to somehow make sure that there is local anesthesia. In the brain, there are different topics. When you say religion, God, there is a local anesthesia. Thinking stops. Otherwise, the brain is wonderful. It works so well. But when it comes to religion, there is a local anesthesia. Non-thinking, numb, dumb. Don't say the whole person is dumb. Don't say that. That is lumping. It is not the whole person is dumb. When it comes to religion, that area is dumb. Other areas are okay. Some concession, okay? So now what I say, so this can be corrected. My thinking is, can be corrected. Time, space also are part of the same deal. There is no question of jagat without time and space. Every day in experience, your experience is there. The space, your sleep experience is there. Time is not there, space is not there, place is not there, space is not there. And you are in the same condition as what it would be if the jagat was yet to come. The jagat means including your body, mind, sense complex. The jagat is yet to come. And that condition was exactly the condition like the one you experience in sleep. No time, no place, no encounter with the world. Correct? But you are there. Satchid Atma, Satchidananda Atma alone is there. There is no second thing either. Only you. That's why you love sleep. Only you. There is nobody to contend with, nobody to compare with. Only you. Then, creation. Let us take the dream. In the dream you created the sun. Means you saw the sun. Thinking of the sun is creation. There is sun. So when you think of the sun, space has come, time has come. Understand? It is one complete whole. Time, space, sun. And you are the creator. The material cause, which is generally different, as I told you in bakery logic, which is different from the baker, the maker, the material, is not here. We are dealing with the total here. There is nothing available for this so-called God to go and pick up something that was lying there. Where? Your language itself has no access to this. Time itself is not there. And the space itself is not there. So how are you going to say there, etc.? Where? There is no there, where. Yet everything is yet to come. Exactly like in sleep. There was nothing. Time, space, everything was a potential. We call it as avyaktam, unmanifest. Avyakta. In deep sleep, avyakta, unmanifest. Then it comes to manifest. This is an amazing power you have got. A power to create. You are Satya Sankalpaha. You are Satya Sankalpa. Means Satya Sankalpa, your Sankalpa becomes real, immediate. You think of sun, sun is there. And space-time are there already. Earth is there, clouds are there, and people are there, everything is there. It's all you thought of. Now, just let us understand this. In this, you are the maker. Correct? You are the maker. Means what? You have the skill to make Shakti, the power, the skill to make the world. Plus, you have also the knowledge to make whatever you make. You can't make something which you don't know. You cannot make something that you don't know, because you have to think of it. Think of it. My Gagabugai is still waiting. So you think of a Gagabugai. So think of a Gagabugai. So then only Gagabugai you can create. You can't think of a Gagabugai. Why? Because you don't know what is Gagabugai. Correct? You don't know Gagabugai. Don't ask me, do you know? I also don't know. That's why I am saying Gagabugai. So Gagabugai you don't create because you don't know Gagabugai. In fact, everything in dream that you created is from your knowledge. Really, this is better assimilated properly. Everything that you created in the dream is purely your knowledge. Your knowledge is nothing but namarupa. It is always namarupa. Each one we have one namarupa. Tree you say namarupa, name form. Then the tree is divided into 1 million things. And then again the tree you say is namarupa, trunk you say namarupa, branch you say namarupa, then bark you say namarupa, cell you say namarupa, DNA you say namarupa. Everything is namarupa. That is called knowledge. This namarupa knowledge, more details, less details, is workable. And therefore you have enough knowledge to create a tree. You need not know plant physiology, you need not know plant biology. All that you need is only tree. It is tree, and tree, like we all artists, everybody is an artist with reference to a tree and mountain, You, every child, everybody, anybody you ask, so ask him to draw, it is very easy. This is what one mountain, two mountains. Then between the two mountains, the sun. And then here, then there is some river. Then on the bank with on the side, one tree. What is the tree? Over. Understand? This much artist, everybody is. I have artistic talent. This is this much. Every time I draw, this is only comes, nothing else comes. My mind doesn't go anywhere else. So mountain, two mountains, sun, river, and some trees. Why not something else? One shopping mall, why not? It doesn't come. I think everybody has got his own conditioning. Some kuch na kuch. I always used to decondition myself from this. So, but nothing comes, what can I do? So because even though I want to draw a shopping mall, but nothing comes. I have to do something, write shopping mall, I have to write. You need to know, the whole thing is knowledge. There is nothing but knowledge. It's pure jnanam. It's pure equation. There is nothing tangible in this world except knowledge. In the dream, it is just your knowledge. It's bursting of knowledge. It manifests in terms of time, space, and everything in time and space. Correct? And the knowledge is never separate from you. In the beginning there was Word. The Word was with God. It was never separate from God. You need Vedanta to tell that. Don't go and tell any of those Southern Baptists. They think that you have come from devil. Mahaganapatin manasa smarami Mahadeva mudam shirasa namami Mahaganapatin manasa smarami.